Hey, what's up everybody? I hope this video finds you well. Today we're going to turn a pretty cool vase from this piece of oak. Looks like it was probably sitting in water for quite a while. It's a piece that I found on the side of the road somewhere that I had sitting around for quite a bit. And it ends up being a really cool shape. It was a really fun piece to turn. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for checking it out. Once I get the outside nice and smooth, I work on the tenon so that I could flip it around, put it in a chuck, and start to finish the outside. Once I flip the base around in the chuck, I start the sanding process. I sand from 80 to 400 grit using a right angle drill with the lathe running on a very slow speed. For the parts that I can't get with it running, I have to stop it and just move it manually and hit those pieces one by one. From there, I move on to the finishing process. My finish of choice for this piece is Mahoney's walnut oil, which I know you've seen me use on many other videos. It's a great, really user-friendly finish that goes on nice and smooth, and really never had an issue with it. It's a great finish. It does dry pretty matte, so if you want something a little more glossy, you can add other things on top of it once it dries. Really a personal preference. Once the finish has been applied to the outside of the vessel, I begin hollowing out the inside. I start with using an EasyWood Tools No. 1 Pro Hollower and eventually switch over to a hook tool that I acquired from David Ellsworth. Both of them work really well for this process. the inside of the vessel is hollowed out, I switch over to a Carter & Sons negative rake scraper to really get the surface nice and smooth and ready for sanding. Starting the sanding process on the inside of the vase, I again go from 80 to 400 grit. What you're going to see me using here is a piece that I had custom made from a local welder. It's just a 2-inch sanding pad welded at a 90-degree angle to a metal rod. I then put it into a handle that I had sitting around, and it really helps for getting deep in the vessel and makes it so you don't have to stick your whole arm in there. After that, I move on to a right angle drill, use power, and then when I have to, I slow things down and just go manually step by step. Once sanding is complete, I use a traditional parting tool to separate the piece. After that, I change the chuck out for a 12-inch sanding disc that I've made for the lathe, and I sand the bottom clean. And now for everybody's favorite part, the final finish. I again use walnut oil on the inside of the vase, letting things soak up as needed. You'll see parts of it are really dry. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm sure it's been sitting around for quite a while, so some parts soak up a lot more than others. I just take my time, let the oil do its thing, and it ends up being a beautiful finish. Here's the final piece. It measures 9 inches high and 6 inches wide at its largest points. Thank you very much for checking out the video. It was a really fun project to do, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you'd like to see more of my work, please visit my website at 444woodworks.com. Until next time, keep those shavings flying.